Are we live?
We are now.
Yes, we are live. Welcome to the last ever Cashflow Digital today. And this is your last opportunity to speak to Brad. Mike will be back under something else, but Brad is gone.
You're not calling it Cashflow Digital anymore?
No, we'll change it. Call it
Change it.
Rose
Like
Digital.
it anyway.
But
Call
check
what?
out 38 Digital Market first and foremost. The link is below. Mr. Randy Rodet, sad day in the SEO world. But here's a statistic. Do you know how many Cashflow Digitals we've done?
No.
Fuck. Has it been
Right.
4 years?
Yeah, 3-4 years, some shit like that.
Too many.
A lot, dude.
Believe it or not, this is no trick, no funny thing. This is the 100th one.
Is it really?
No shit.
100?
Honest to God,
That's funny. I couldn't have planned this any better. I
my
can't even count to 100.
So the girl who does my videos is like, do you know that's your 100th ever Cashflow
Nice.
Digital? I'm like, really? But Mike Healy or Hell SEO, why? Because Brad
I quit.
wants to go and make some money. And is fed up of not fed up, but just wants to go down a
I'm
different
fed up.
direction.
I feel like I have said everything that I can say. And like, did I tell everyone about the client that not begrudgingly took? Did I tell everyone about that on here last week, or is that before or after the show? A local doctor said, "Hey, can you do marketing, right? Yeah. Can you do a new website?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Can you do SEO? Like get us higher?" I can try. I was like, I'll shoot you. It was funny. I said, I'll shoot you a video. You can do everything yourself. Like you don't like if you need me for a website, whatever, we'll get you one real quick. So I sent it over, fully expecting her not to say, "Okay, let's go." But I shot a quick video. I was like, here's what you need to do. You need to optimize, your business page. It's in the wrong category if you're going for this. I don't want to say what kind of doctor she is. It's in the wrong category if you're going for this. You should have this, fill out your services, XYZ. On your website, it doesn't mention the city name in they're using the homepage, so it doesn't really matter. And it's not, you can't get the city in the URL. But it's not in the title. It's not in the heading, anything like that. It mentions it like down below, but you need to get it there. Optimize that. And then...
But the one that you got banned?
Yeah. It's back. It's back. I got it in the Yext, and they're fucking like up 40 points within the past...
You just called it points, bro.
Yeah, 40 points.
I see where your mind is at.
Yeah. But anyway, I said, and then after that, I would put it in the X because it will get you all the citations, everything you need. No one else is in your industry, local industry is going for or doing that. So this should do those 3 things and it should take care of everything. She's like, okay, great. How much for you to do it? I was like, fuck. I was like, I don't want to do. Okay. And I gave her a price. And she's like, sounds good. When can you start? Oh, motherfuck. So I accidentally got a new client.
It happens when you open your freaking mouth, bro.
It does, yeah. So
well, you're on your way to 8 figures.
8 figure by the name of Jigga. Yeah. No, this won't be it's not the niche I'm gonna go after.
That's the niche.
I'm not telling you.
No, that's the niche you're going after.
What's the niche?
The one you just saw. This is the niche you're going after.
I could, yeah. This will be number 2. This is when I flip the current agency over to someone bigger, and I'll start another one to do this because it's fucking easy. But you can't charge as much, so because it's like local doctors. So, but yeah. But anyway, I made the on-page changes. I made the G&B changes after getting their shit suspended, and then did so got all the citations. Fucking went from nowhere in the top 100 to page 2 for like their main terms. That's been a week exactly. So
no, it was actually banned a week ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah, but I didn't make the changes until later in the year
better.
or later in the week. Yeah, so it's been less than a week.
No, we're not early, Maeve.
You're just late. Time change, right?
Clock's changed here, but we're trying to stick because we always do it the other way around, where we stick to the UK timing, and no one fucking shows up.
He was afraid I wouldn't come today.
But also, Haji, is this really your last live session? It's not going to be the last live session as such. This with Brad is the last.
About to get a whole lot less sexy.
So Chris Palmer will still be here on a Wednesday. Mike will potentially be back, but we're going to change the format up a little bit, and
we'll take a break next week and get things ready.
Yeah, because I'm in Chiang Mai next week, so yeah.
I want to get his chest.
I'll find out when I'm there.
Find out for sure, dude. Because I
goes up to him and rips his blouse open.
And if it's fake, I want to know why somebody sent me a picture of Dignity, bro.
Yeah. I have the time to Photoshop.
Yeah, multiple questions. Black Jays.
Thank you.
Business, Black Jays.
If we have time at the end of the show, I'll tell everyone how I almost died after the show last week. I haven't told it. Mike or Greg.
Tell us now.
No, we got questions. What's the best strategy for an SEO retirement plan? Get cash flowing assets and then do what you want. Build something.
What about this? When Brad
and do a bunch of nonsense work for people because they like to see volume of the work you do rather than success. So
that's the problem with a lot of people. They want to see volume.
No, I'm not even kidding. That's how it goes for sure. Yeah. That's why I hate agency stuff. I mean, it can be a pain because of it.
It can be deliverables, which you and I know makes it a lot easier. That would have saved the Nutrafol contract, I feel.
Yes.
Well, that and someone not blowing
all the budget on Facebook,
not blowing $20,000 a day would have helped. So
yeah,
but yeah, that one was a good one. What date was that, Nerdy?
Let us know, Nerdy, what date that was on if you can.
You know what I'm doing for this doctor too, Mike, is I because I'm doing a website for him. I went to put it on like a subdomain, but Bluehost, the site that I was going to put it on, Bluehost is fucking up. And they always like to piss me off when I need to do something. So I was like, fuck it, I'll get a new site. So I grabbed like an EMD of their like primary keyword or PMD. I think it had NC in it. But so I grabbed that. I'm going to build their site on there, transfer it over when the website's done. Rip everything down, throw up a bunch of just AI content, link to that, and that's going to be their PBN link. So that is how you build networks.
Yeah, no doubt, dude.
That goes back to the nuclear episode. Yeah, most of the time, Nerdy. Just
it's a good way to segment everything and keep yourself protected.
Do CallRail, and I even
but CallRail is too expensive.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't matter if you're making money. I do CallRail. Now I even do, I started last year. I started doing the website pools so I can tell exactly which page it's coming from. So
unique socials on all of your rehab network. Do you do that as well?
Most of them come with the socials already because they're expired. But yeah, if it doesn't have it, then
if your websites aren't coming with socials, what are you doing?
You're buying new websites? What the fuck? Yeah. For the EMD network, I'm not doing any any kind of linking much. I just let them index and rank. If that's what you're referring to, Nerdy. I'm not building social networks for a network of 500 sites unless a client's paying me to do so. Now, if they want to pay me to build out a network, I can throw that in the deliverables and order that from Marketer Center every month and give them a report. That would be easy enough. But aside from that, I'm not on my own network. I'm not building out socials for the EMD network that I've mentioned.
This is my man, bro.
Mankind.
Dude, it's Lou, bro. It's Lou.
I got Mankind because of the the cage match with Undertaker. I got Ric Flair because I was always a bigger Ric Flair fan than Sting.
And I'm
Hulk
sorry,
Hogan because of the sex tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Stone Cold because that's the bottom line.
I think I wasn't watching as much wrestling when Stone Cold was doing his thing.
Yeah, he would have been after Warrior and stuff. That's the bottom line. Austin 316 says, I just whooped your ass. That's what I would have said if Craig had the balls to show up in the US of A.
Dude, I wasn't listening.
We'll still make that happen sometime.
We can anytime.
He got on to Sleepy Joe and got me banned from the country.
I did, yeah. I called him. I'm surprised he picked up. Hello. He thought I was his son, Hunter.
Does services like Link Collider help at all?
What's Link Collider?
It's like a social share something or other, like social.
What I'd like to do on that is test it on Web 2.0, so I don't have much time in the setup.
I personally would rather on a campaign target my social to something that's going to move the needle like directly. And like been doing it. I don't know. I'm seeing freaking certain websites in my freaking sleep right now because of this active campaign that I'm pushing. And I'm having to keep posts at the top of all these freaking subreddits and different groups. And that means that there has to be a steady flow of fucking comments and likes on posts, bro. Like, so when someone falls off and breaks it, I got to jump in there and fix it, dude.
Dude, you speaking of dreams.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep last night. So when I can't sleep, of course
I couldn't either, dude. It was probably because it's the last day.
Probably, yeah, you were worried. It's probably because of Halloween. So when I can't sleep, I throw on Joe Rogan. So I'm flipping through Spotify. I don't listen to comedians. I like to look for someone interesting. Find Sam Altman, creator of ChatGPT, or he's not the sole creator, but the president. You know, what would you call him? CEO of ChatGPT.
Skynet.
Yeah, but anyway, he was on there. I was like, oh, that'll be interesting. So I'm listening to it, and he's talking about the shit like where AI is going to go and stuff like that. You know what the fuck I dreamed about? Goddamn AI taking over and all that. Like that. I woke up, I was like, I did not sleep for shit because of Sam Altman last night. Because that's all I could dream about was fucking AI and talking to Alexa without fucking, just thinking it and shit.
Nick, you're on, bro.
Lee, no, I'm at the New Victoria Hospital going to see my grandma after this. But Nerdy, have you ever bought a domain on a payment plan?
No.
I didn't know you could do that.
Where can you get domains on payment plan?
I mean, I guess if you buy it directly from someone, but I would probably just pay the $5,000 if it's good enough. Just have it. Yeah, I mean, get it set up and get it cash flowing. But no.
And then leave it in your registrar or your host.
Yeah.
For years.
No, I set it up. I have Drew at least build it out. Speaking of that, did I tell you about the directory I built?
Dude, I don't know, but speaking of Drew, I'm having the hardest time getting like him hosting access on some shit right now, bro. And it's like,
speaking of him too, I'm like, hey, this map's fucked up on here. He's like, Google API. I'm like, can you fix it? He's like, nope.
Yeah.
And then he's done.
You're on your own, bro.
Pretty much.
Hit up Micah, dude.
No, I got it. I switched over from initially it wouldn't work with the built-in map. It's just a map plugin, like where you can display all your locations on one.
Yeah.
And then so I had to do the Google API, but then the Google API stopped working, so I switched it back to the original and it started working. So it's not a big deal. What's it? Oh, Mac. This one's name is look. Mac. I named him after Machiavelli. But no one calls him Machiavelli. I don't know what kind of dog
I do.
He eats. A big bag of dog food. This one's name is Murphy. Murphy!
Dude, I didn't know. My dad came to town. He told me they arrested somebody for the shooting of Tupac, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few weeks ago. I thought that guy was dead.
Yeah, he told me a while back. I wasn't paying attention, I guess. So
this one's Mike's favorite. It's the big black one.
That's definitely my favorite, dude.
He's a thick boy.
If he was wearing white knee highs.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
black and white knee highs.
I regret telling that white knee high story, dude. Everywhere I go,
I bet.
I met an old mate in the street. I hadn't seen him for like 10 years yesterday.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I seen you on TikTok or something. He says that white knee high boot story. Like the video girl in my office has clipped that fucking section and fucking thrown it out in my social
That's
media.
hilarious that she did that. Did she just do that on her own?
Yeah.
She chose that
Oh,
clip?
yeah. She just tries to throw me under the bus at any given opportunity, or anyone else for that
I
matter.
would too. Yeah.
Who?
The video editor
video
in my
girl.
office. So yeah. So she's probably done it to you guys before as well. I don't even see, but he throws out shorts and clips, and yeah, shit just gets thrown about. So there you go. But
Go ahead.
no, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say it's gonna take me all week to get this site up. Watch.
I can guarantee it.
It's
I'll be
just-
surprised if
I'm
you
gonna-
have it
it's gonna be
up by
painful.
the end of the week. Yeah. I hate that's why I don't like web design. It's the little shit that should take 2 seconds that takes all day. Like Kelsey will walk in and I'm working on something 2 hours in and it should have been done 2 hours ago. And I'm like in a bitch of a mood. But yeah, I understand.
What are you guys doing for Halloween tonight?
Trick or treating.
Yeah, my little guy's going to his cousins, and they're doing the old-fashioned chapping on the neighbour's door, and seeing what free shit they can get.
They do the whole like all the businesses in town do it, and then
we went to a trunk or treat over the weekend, so we got that knocked out. So we'll just do this neighborhood and the one over.
I had my kid, my 15-year-old, comes to me like on Thursday last week and goes, "Hey, we need someone to come and be a mad scientist in this haunted house." So I spent Friday night with a chainsaw, a bunch of fake blood, and a bunch of teenage girls, and I kept waiting.
That seems like a typical Friday night for you.
Yeah, right. And dude, it was fun though. I felt young again.
Sam, if you're watching this, just go back 10 seconds and just clip that little part, that section. You know what I'm talking about, and
yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah. I spent my Friday night with a chainsaw, a bunch of blood, and some teenage girls.
It's a good clip, dude. That's a good. You say I can't get a short.
There you go.
Oh man. Anyway, schema. Are you guys doing much with it? Do you see advantages of it?
I don't do a ton. I'll do it to tie the entity together, but it's kind of just another deliverable for me.
That's all I do. Is to tie the entity together. I don't do all the kind of Clint Butler, Terry Samuels type crazy ass shit. I've just been too lazy, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I have a template that I use that I got from Tony from Denmark. I've still got his template that I use.
I have one that we put together, like me and Angel put together by 2016.
Yeah, this is when
probably same freaking template.
It is. Yeah, it's got to be close. Yeah, it ties all NAP together, all the same as you throw the CID in there, tie a few wiki links in there, and then that's it.
Yeah.
They hear something. Get them.
Are you niching down, Brad?
What?
Are you niching down for your new agency?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't do a general one.
And
many reasons why, Brad. Why are you niching down? Is it for just backlink reasons? Is it for SOP reasons? Why are you niching down?
You get to know the industry, and you don't have to relearn it every single time. Like if I have, say, we'll just do since Jordan brought up the 7-figure agency guy last week, he does HVAC and plumbing, right? I'm gonna be able to know, like if I were doing an agency for HVAC and plumbing, I've got experience, I've got case studies in the niche, and I know exactly what it's going to take to fucking get this HVAC or plumber up. I know exactly what content I'm going to do. Like if I do a plumbing site, or if I have a client in Greensboro, then I get one in Raleigh. The content plan is the exact same. I just regenerate the content with Raleigh instead of Greensboro this time, and it's done. Here's your content plan. Oh, great. You guys worked, hard on this. Yes, we did, sir.
Yes, we did, sir.
Nerdy says thanks. You've all helped motivate me. So
get it, Nerdy.
Get it, nerdy. Listen, Mike, what do you think about this? Bring a touch of
She
class.
say a touch of touch of ass.
Oh wait, that's what
I've got plenty of ass. Yeah.
Maeve.
Yeah, you know what? You've got that cool site now too that shows all your properties. So it's time for you to start streaming.
There you go.
Start building that rep.
She's just going to be a domain flipper.
Call her T-Dog.
Black Jay's business has been booming. Found myself in a wonderful niche
Nice.
that survives only on SEO. Not black, not white, but green.
More money.
More money,
I got
more
marijuana.
Yeah.
But it might be money.
Haji, talk about EAT, that you guess most of SEOs don't care, and also what it is to make the best in Google's eyes and what's included. Like Brad says, tying your shit together, same as schema, Amazon author profile, being listed on Crunchbase, having social medias, bit of PR, all of that shit. I've got a video specifically on there and how I actually fucking blew up.
Steal someone's IMDb profile.
Yeah, steal someone's IMDb profile. All of these little things, to try and trigger the knowledge panel and everything, pretty much is the same thing as building EEAT. You need to be in trusted sources, tie it all together, make sure that
have the author profiles on your site so it can actually say who you are. Yeah.
Have you chatted at length with Dooley about the manuals he got based around his profiles?
No, not. I've no doubt I will in Chiang Mai, but yeah, Dooley's he's been chatting at length about some other stuff. There's just always something somewhere.
I don't know if I want to know what that other stuff is, dude. Especially when you start talking about Chiang Mai, man.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. But we've also got to squeeze that fun stuff in as well. So we've got to create memories and stories. So we'll do a mix of everything. But he's got a big posh villa and he wants a few masterminds and go round there and do a bit of work and help each other sort some shit out. So I'm sure it will come up. Loud Egg says Bluehost.
Especially recently. Like they changed something. I logged in. I was like, what the fuck is this? Because I never log in, but it's attached to my web design site that I put together in what year was that? It was before Brighton was born. He's 10. So that's how old the site is. But I was going to throw it up on there. And I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't find anything. I need to change it over. But I've got an email tied to it that I use. And then that fuck up. It goes through Gmail. I don't know. The life of an SEO.
A lot of women crying.
Tell her come over. We can hang out, Darren. Joking.
Darren's about 6'8".
Good. Chop him down. Everyone said my office was too good for the show now, so I had to retire. I was forced.
You've moved on a level. I'm still sitting in car parks, CD car parks.
Yeah, he's waiting on his drugs to get there.
Never stop sitting in CD car parks, man.
No, I've actually talked to Mike in a few CD car parks.
Dude, I used to have a guy, a customer that always wanted to pay me cash years ago. And obviously, but dude, it was so
looked like a straight up drug deal. What was the retainer?
Monthly retainer? It was like $500 a month or some shit. It wasn't, but we used to wait and meet every 6 months. It was always meet me at this shopping mall car park, and we used to always meet at the back of the car park, 2 cars pulled together. It just looked like the biggest drug deal known to man, and no one ever fucking pulled us up or anything.
I had the exact same thing happen because I did a one of my very first SEO web design anything deal was for a mobile car detailer. So he has a van. He drives around. He's like, hey, I want my car washed in the parking lot while I work. And he'll drive over, clean it. So he's the original guy that hired me, sold the business to this dude. And the other dude always wanted to pay cash. He's like, hey, can you update the website? Can you do this? Can you add this? I'd bill him a small amount. It'd build up. And then he's like, hey, I need to get you paid. Okay. And he's like, you want to meet me at the mall? Sure. So I'd meet him in the fucking food court, like find this dude for like $100 or $200, whatever the fuck he owed me. And like we would do the deal, like he would give me the money. He's like, oh yeah, site's doing well. I was like, yeah, it is. And then like just fucking leave, get like a Annie Ann's pretzel or something and fucking go. The crazy shit that we used to do, like when we were starting our agencies, is insane.
I've never done anything crazy, dude.
You've never done anything like that? No,
Never done anything crazy.
no one in Idaho needs a fucking website.
That's true. They don't have the internet out here, bro.
I didn't think. Yeah, you do if the donkey moves. But,
that's right. It just depends.
Yeah.
Did you answer this already, Brad?
Mainly domain-based emails. If I need a Gmail, I'll typically open it with like a info at or name plus at. I'll find I'll find someone on Crunchbase or LinkedIn that used to work there and make that email, and then use that. So yeah.
The provider I use, he just seasons his shit. They're tied, and so if there's newer stuff, then. Yeah. But I don't put it in the apps that I'm using for my email.
Yeah, if I'm going to do email outreach, I'll have like an Outlook or a Gmail. But
yeah, but I'm not like going to take every domain and stick their email into my email. Like use your mail forwarding and shit. Like just push it all into a bucket if you need to.
Yeah, but if you want to have it look halfway official and want it in GSC and all that, and it's a network site, then you need to do that. But there's a difference between the network site, like the one that I actually build out, like and put time into and put content onto, and I pay like thousands of dollars for. I take my time and put those in GSC and shit. And then you've got these hunks of shit that I just pumped out 500 at a time that are EMDs. I don't do anything with those once they're up and running, aside from get them to index.
No,
I don't like it. It's not as user friendly. CallRail you can get set up much quicker. Now you can do some stuff like for the facilities that we've worked with in the past, like for if they can't accept a call and they can send it somewhere else, it's much easier to do that with a call room with CallRail with call tracking metrics. You can't do that with CallRail as easily. But as far as just straight up call tracking and having the correct call flow, I prefer CallRail because it's a lot easier.
Black Jays, he learned about easy blog networks. Do you, when it comes to building up mini nets or whatever you want to fucking call these things, are you using like a PBN host, or do you just segment them all out and buy up a whole bunch of different shit?
It's a mix. So I like microhost. There's a few others.
I like cloak hosting, dude.
Yeah, cloak hosting was the other one. There's a few others like that. Find those. You can get those all on separate IPs. They're not the most robust servers, but they work well for what you need. If I have a larger site like that I paid, like that I bought from Otis or something, I'm gonna put that on its own hosting. I'll just like SiteGround or whatever.
I was just going with something like a cloak hosting or microhost, something that's a reverse proxy, unless you're setting up your own reverse proxy. But if you're doing your own, then you need to know what you're doing and have somebody.
No, yeah, I wouldn't even.
Not a one-man
if you don't know
thing.
how to do it already. But about easy blog networks, they're okay. You're not going to get an email with it. You're not going to get a cPanel. You're not going to get any of that shit. I used to use them quite a bit. It's easy to throw something up, but
what do they cost now?
I don't know.
The one thing I didn't like about easy blog networks is you don't get to pick the location. You used to like just fuck you on a server in Singapore, and you're like,
yeah,
it would be nice to be fucking asked, like, can I pick a US?
Yeah, that's why I like microhost, because you can pick, where they are. So
what are you using, Craig, when you build? Do you have a steady network and you're not building a lot of shit right now, or what?
I'm not building anywhere close to what I used to, but I would still do the old school way of just buying up different shit, like we SiteGround, fast hosts,
small hosts, and that's kind of why I like Cloak and Micra, is anything where it's going to be multiple data centers and smaller hosts, like not a single host using their spread out data centers, but actually hosted with different companies. You can't fake that.
Nah.
Also, a quick note about that type, like a microhost type service. Put them in a domain uptime monitor.
Yes.
Because they will go down. Yeah.
What are you using for your? Are you using a panel right now at all?
Me?
For your monitoring or what? What are you using?
Dimitri's building something for me right now, but yeah, just any basic one.
Uptime robot for me.
Yeah.
I think I got it in AppSumo, to be fair. But does a decent job, so.
Yeah.
Nick Coburn.
Ultimate Warrior. Greater than Hulk Hogan? No. He's got better looking arms, but.
Lee. 2 sites, almost identical content. One was banned from AdWords. Site 2 used for pay-per-click, but getting indexed as duplicate content. Both WordPress discourage search engines from indexing this site. Is that the best option? So
if they've got identical content, yeah, you've got to do something.
Yeah. I think, you can discourage search engines, but once it's indexed and stuff, how's it going to get back out the index? I think for me, Lee, why wouldn't you just close down the banned one and just go with the new one that works with pay-per-click and hopefully try and pass any SEO value and everything else over? Whilst site 1 is up, site 2 is not going to rank because it is duplicate content. So for me, I would be trying to get away from site 1.
You're getting arrested, bro.
Who, me?
Yeah, I see the light flashing.
Oh, there's a dude behind me that's broken down. So yeah, some old pensioner's broken down, and that's the RAC, as you'll be able to see, going to sort them out. But yeah, yellow flashing lights is what they do here. Cheech and Chong all day. I actually forgot Cheech and Chong was a thing. I've not heard of that since I was a kid.
You've never heard Cheech and Chong?
No, he said he hasn't heard since he was a kid.
Oh yeah, I love that movie.
Azad is here. All good. Last ever show. Guys, we have 25 minutes left or thereabouts. Brad Mayberry's last ever session. Well, never say never, but last for the foreseeable. So
last free one.
Yeah. You might start charging if you want them back. So
let's do
it. Honey, should I get a link from the client website in the footer, like maintained by my agency, and no follow?
That's why I like getting old agency sites.
Niche down.
Because they have those kind of links. Yeah. Yeah, you could. If they're cool with it. I typically don't because I don't want to explain it to them. I wouldn't no follow it though. I would follow it.
Yeah, I wouldn't no follow if I was going to do it.
And then also keep in mind, like if you're hosting it for them, don't fuck it. Of course, keep that in mind. Make sure they're all on separate hosts and shit, separate IPs. But yeah, aside from that, you can.
Loud eggs clearly building a PBN. So Joe is asking, do you use rank tracking tools on PBN's news sites, or could it leave a GSC tool footprint?
Put it into GSC and then put it into Ahrefs if you want. That's what I do.
Yep.
And you can monitor everything from there.
Yeah.
It's not as touchy as people make it out to be, and scary as people make it out to be honest.
Sometimes you just gotta say, what the fuck?
Dude, many times it's seen some what the it's crazy, bro.
NFG.
Good colony uptime monitoring. But what happens with NFG as well now? Just bends. See
we closed it. Yeah. We've taught everyone everything we need. It took me 20 minutes at most to get that fucking doctor ranking on page 2 with no work. Everyone should go out.
About the NFG thing is we've been saying the same thing for freaking 7 years.
Dude, what's this about a leaving party? Because I didn't get an invite either. What fucking leaving party?
We didn't have a leaving
You didn't
party.
see the image? Post the image, babe. Send Craig the image somehow.
You sent an image?
You didn't see it in here. I'll see if I can save it.
Yeah, see if you got it. I did not see it.
What did you have, like a Zoom party type thing?
Yeah, I'll send you the image. Hang on.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
It was a barbecue.
Dude. Oh, I think I did see it.
Dude, where are you sending it on Facebook?
Yeah, that's where I'll send it. It'll be easiest.
The one that was with the drum?
Yeah, we're you and I are cooking.
Yeah, that here I found it. Hold on.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm cutting the cake.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck's sake. The height, they've got the height right with Mike anyway.
Yeah, that's us, dude.
And those arms look like yours as well, Mike.
Those are mine. Yeah.
You can't share your screen, can you? Or can you? Are you on the laptop?
No, I can.
Show that picture. This is our going away party.
It was good. It was on my old condo downtown in San Diego.
Yeah. Notice the fires.
Here we go, guys. That is
yeah.
the picture. Very much about the height of
With Mike's nuts in his stomach.
Look on the left right there. That's oh yeah, I remember. This was a good party.
Yeah, that was good. We're a little underdressed for it, but whatever, you know.
It worked out.
Corey was there. It was nice.
Yeah, Corey came.
Dirty juice.
Cake.
Dirty juice popped out of the cake. He can actually fit in that.
When he cut it.
Yeah.
That's how tiny he is.
Dirty juice wants to come work for me, Mike.
Does he?
Yeah, he keeps
gonna move there again.
He wants to move to North Carolina. I told him to move to Raleigh. He's like, but then I won't get to see you that often. I was like, that's fine.
That's what I want, bro.
I was like, Raleigh's nice.
But Dirk,
I'll buy them fresh. Yeah, all my EMDs. If I'm if I'm buying EMDs for a network of 500 that are like alcohol rehab Greensboro, alcohol rehab Raleigh, alcohol rehab, all that, they're all fresh because they're all going to be on like cheap domains.
Perfect.
I mix. You know what, Kazra? I wish I was gonna. If you're gonna be there, that's the only reason I would go, bro.
Just for Kazra. Don't massage his ego anymore.
Who the fuck is Kazra?
He's a good dude. He works with Dooley. He does link building.
I'm just fucking with you, Kazra.
You know,
I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you're a good guy.
Kazra. So here,
Brad
will know who he is from this. He's the dude that shat on my fucking Airbnb floor.
That could be like a handful of people.
Yeah, but that was him.
That's like the one that was directly on your chest or on the floor?
Well, the one on the floor.
Okay.
The Philly.
Yeah.
The motherfucker who shit in the floor.
The motherfucker.
That was him.
Did he wipe?
No, dude, he fucking left it and got went to the airport.
Dirty.
Dude, I get charged 214 quid.
I would have charged you way more than that.
Fucking motherfuckers.
But then yet you booked you chartered the flight for $4 or $5 grand from fucking Amsterdam to your house.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It cracks me up every time we see Craig's butler. We're like, who's that guy? He's like, hey, it's my butler. He just carries shit around.
on.
That's who he's talking about. McShane there, Kazra.
Who's that? McShane?
Yeah.
Is he Scottish too?
Yeah. And Mike knows it's a conspiracy theory. So Mike,
most conspiracy theories are true these days.
They are.
So you know it's true. Mike knows it's true. I've told him.
Oh, who did you have winning in that fight over the weekend, Craig?
Oh, dude, all day long.
Fury?
Would fucking wipe the floor. That was so poor. But
yeah,
dude,
he looked terrible.
He must have been on drugs or he can't have trained. There was no way he done a 12-week camp.
He says he did. Did you see his face after, like the next day?
Yeah.
That black eye and shit. Yeah. He's like, oh, he caught me in the back of the head. No,
did you watch the card the week before with all the dudes from Dagestan?
I don't think so.
Dude, they all look like Vic, bro.
UFC? Yeah.
All of them look like Vic to me, dude. Like, they all rock up looking like Vic. They look like Shmush, dude.
Yeah. They look slightly more Russian than Smush, but
I agree, Paul. That
yeah, that's what they say. Yeah,
was he wiped the floor with fury. So embarrassed.
It's crazy how big Ngannou's like arms in general are. Like they're like, can you imagine getting thudded with one of those?
Oh, fuck that.
I can't believe he landed something though. Like, I don't know, but
this is my home GP.
He's got a bed in the back.
The wife has had enough. So
he has that song playing all the time. My house has wheels.
It was funny. I was watching a YouTube video with Brighton over the weekend. It's like this guy made his dream desk or whatever out of a palace. You want to watch this? He's like, sure. They bring it up. Fucker's making a desk for a van that he's gonna live in. Like he's making one of those nice. It's big, yeah. He's like, but I was like, Brighton, you gonna live in a van? He's like, fuck, I might.
I might.
Yeah, he's
thinking about I'm talking to my 8-year-old about the girl that like he likes, and I'm like, have you told her? He's like, no, but I know she likes me. I'm like, how? And he goes, because of the physical contact. I'm like, what are you talking about, little dude? And he goes, well, I was watching this YouTube video, and it was explaining
nothing ever
how girls will touch or say certain things and do certain things when they like you, and yeah, she does that, all that stuff. And I was just tripping out. It was the funniest shit, dude.
My kids won't tell me it's YouTube, and I know it's from YouTube. They're like, did you hear this? I was like, where the fuck did you hear that? They're like, not YouTube. I was like, it was fucking YouTube, wasn't it? Yes. You're not really supposed to be watching it.
Like, we found one that what my younger daughter is, it said drunk boys with an I.
BOIS.
Yeah. And we're like, where did you learn this? And she's tried to see, I'm like, I knew it was a friend of hers. I knew exactly which friend it was. And she tried to pass it off as YouTube, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She tried to blame YouTube, dude.
Yeah. That's smart.
We had to have a conversation about leading versus following, right?
Good luck.
Anyway, Tonya, any tricks to make Google recognize my site's name to show above the SERPs? What Google recommends is not working.
Sometimes it's just time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mike's rereading it. Maybe a minute.
I don't even know what it means.
Any tricks to make Google recognize my site's name to show above the title?
Yeah, it shows above the title.
So your title tag. So your title tag's not showing. Is that what you're saying?
No, like if you have a Amazon, an AWS site, it'll still say Amazon above it, even though your title tag above the title tag. So you just gotta give it time. I think include it in the schema. But yeah, it's just time, and pray they fucking do it. So
yeah,
you mean just like the actual name above the freaking URL?
Yeah, a lot of times now.
Okay. I'm just looking at shit and all of my. I just don't know when it doesn't do that.
Yeah, I've never.
I don't get it.
I've never had trouble with it being different, but yeah.
It shows your name on all my sites for some reason above it.
My name?
Yeah.
It happens.
Bradley.
I'm always on top.
EAT.
EEAT. EEA triple T.
Yeah. Something like that. And this is the last one with all three of us together, Kazra. Not clickbait. Come on, man. You think we'd do a joke like that?
People joke. Do I look like I fucking joke, Kazra? Do I?
You look sexy, bro.
Brad's retiring. He can't be asked.
I'm going to go get a job. I'm retiring from SEO. I'm going to go get a real job. Brighton was bragging. He's like, yeah, well, you don't have to worry about that when your dad works from home or something like that. I was like, I'm getting fucking.
You know what I'm concerned about, dude, is like that video that's getting passed around. You've seen it with that chick crying about her first 9 to 5.
No.
She's like literally crying about how she has to get on the bus and go to work and get back home, and how she doesn't get home till like 6:30, leaves at 7 a.m. And I'm like, dude, I was sleeping in a freaking bus stop at 16. What the freak are you bitching at, right? But then I started thinking about it, and I look at my kids, and I'm like, dude, I think I'm breaking my children, because we've always just been able to be at home and do what we want and like have what we want. And like that balance, like I got them working, but it worries me that when they bounce out of the house, that it's going to be some serious shock to them. Right.
It depends on what they want to do.
Yeah. But JP, you saw that video? I was like, dude, what are you complaining about? Like,
my kid, it's funny. He's like, yeah, I'm smarter than you to me. He's joking, of course, because I'm brilliant. But I was like, luckily you don't have to be smart to make a shit ton of money. And then walked up the stairs. He's like, what? That's how I try and get my kids thinking.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't know. It was funny, dude.
Fucking me.
Yeah, I'm not fucking working a 9 to 5. I'll outsource my 9 to 5. My goal in every
There's a $7 AI training for that somewhere, bro.
I know, $100,000 a month I can make automated.
Dude, your dog is showing its butt off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Can you blur that out? Can you have your video person blur that dog butt beehole out? Correct?
Yeah.
Please? Okay.
Yes. Because there's some sick bastards out there.
Yeah. But my goal in every venture I go into is like, I'm going to figure out how to design myself out of a job. I did it before I quit work. I've done it in a few different agents. You know, it's just, that should be the ultimate goal. Work yourself out of a job or design yourself out of a job.
Yeah. Kids today complaining and acting like they have it harder than my parents and grandparents.
Yeah. Try going to World War II or Korea or Vietnam, you know. But I mean, from where they're coming from, like right out of college, 2008, we hit the Great Recession, and then we had the pandemic. So, I mean, you're always going to have shit flying at you no matter what. So, but yeah, nut up or shut up. So,
yeah. Dude, it's actually getting fucking dark here now because of that clock change.
Yeah, it's the sun really never came out today. It's a perfect Halloween day. Fucking cold, rainy. It's nice.
Anyway, Brad, what was that story you were going to tell us about nearly dying after last week's session?
So did I tell you I'm cutting the bike trails in the woods?
No.
Okay, so I got the e-bikes. The boys and I have been riding. So I was like, well, we've got 4 acres right behind the house. So I've been cutting a trail. So I made a trail to the creek. And then now I'm planning on building a bridge across the creek at some point. But we never really go like across the creek because it's a pain in the ass because you got to go down, back up. So the plan is to build a bridge. So I'm planning that. So before I build the bridge, though, I'm cutting a trail because there's some 4-wheeler trails back there, but I want to make them like narrow and we can just like really rip through the woods and stuff. So last Tuesday, after the show, I'm like, well, I got some time. I don't have shit to do. I'll go cut some trails. Hot as fucking balls. Like it didn't feel anything like today. Right. So I'm out there, I'm sweating my dick off, but I got my headphones in. I'm fucking, raking, like chopping up like the little, the vines and shit sticking out. So I'm chopping that up, making a nice trail, making a lot of headway. All of a sudden, bam, motherfucker. I got stung like a bitch on my back. I'm like, that motherfucker got me. I'm like, that hurts. So it was stinging. So I'm like, fuck it. So I kept working. I was like, whatever got me. I was like, I'll just go run this fucking chainsaw, not thinking about like allergic reactions or anything. So, I'm like running a chainsaw because I needed like 2 posts for the edge of each bridge, and there was a pine tree. So I was cutting up this pine tree with my little ass chainsaw, cutting that up. So I get those 2 pieces. I'm carrying over, hot as balls, sweating my dick off. So I was like, well, I'll go cut more of the trail. Like maybe whatever stung me, it was only 1. So maybe whatever stung me is not there anymore, whatever. Because I was like hitting my back. Maybe I killed him. So I start raking again on my fucking foot this time, like through my shoe somehow. I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm looking around. I see like a little like yellow jacket or something. I was like, that had to have been what fucking got me. So I'm like, motherfuck, that hurt. So, but my dumb ass keeps working. I look at the time. It's like 2 o'clock. I was like, the kids aren't even home, whatever. So then after the second one, my ears start itching, like inside, like all the way down. I was like, where you can't reach them. I'm sitting there like that. So I'm like, fuck my ears. I thought it was just because I'm hot, sweaty, all that shit. Fast forward a few more minutes, I can start to see my fucking lip. I'm like, oh no. So I pack up the chainsaw, pack up as much shit as I can, and I'm on the other side of the fucking woods. So like I walk down this hill, cross the creek, holding chainsaw and all this shit, up like straight up this hill. You know how like steep my backyard is, it goes in the woods. Up there, get inside. I go inside and I'm like, I'll feel better because I'll look at myself and I'll say, you know, it's all in my head. I'm not fucking, my lip's not swelling. So I walk in and Spencer is sitting on the toilet, like supposed to be pooping, like just sitting there like this, like on an iPad. He's like, I walk in there, I'm like looking in the mirror and shit. He's like, he looks over. I'm in like in the bathroom with, he's like, what are you doing? I was like, don't fucking talk to me, because it's swollen as shit. So I was like, I asked Kelsey, I was like, her office is right there. I was like, do we have any Benadryl? Why the fuck do you think? You know, I think we have some children's Benadryl. We have what? Children. Let me look up the and she's like taking her sweet, like I'm freaking out. She's taking her time and like looking up the conversion. I was like, fuck this shit. So I jump in the truck, haul ass to CVS. Like I'm driving to see the whole time I'm like, all right, I can still breathe. Nothing's closing up. We're good. Just a little swelling. And I've got it in my head. All I need is Benadryl. So I get to CVS. I can't find the fucking Benadryl because I'm panicking. And it's on the bottom shelf. And so I walk up to the lady. I'm still sweaty as shit, wearing a fucking Miller Lite hat. And I was like, excuse me, miss, where's your Benadryl? Oh, it's over there. I was like, okay. So I didn't know whether to get the liquid or the gel caps. I was like, oh, I'll ask them. So I get in line. There's an old dude at the back of the pharmacy checking out, taking his time. He's like, last month, this was only $1. This month, it's $3. I'm like, are you... I'm sitting here like this behind her. She's like, oh, let me look into that. So she looked. Apparently, he had a 90-day prescription instead of a 30-day prescription this time. Okay. I'm like, here's $20. Fucking move. So I walk up to her. I'm like, hypothetically, if you got stung by something in the woods and you were starting to hive up, which would you take to provide quicker relief? She's like, let me go ask. So she goes and asks the pharmacist. The pharmacist is like, this one. I was like, okay, thank you. So I was buying that one. She's like, what'd you get stung by? I was like, I don't know. What's it look like? And I pull up my shirt. And she's like, oh, shit! She's like, fuck! You got stung a bunch. I was like, did I? I was like, and then she proceeds to tell me, after seeing how bad it is, okay, make sure you don't take this until you get home because it can make you drowsy. I'm like, bitch, I am taking this as soon as I walk out the fucking door. So I take that. Kelsey calls me on the way home. She's like, are you alive? Barely. But I was like, my fucking chest hurts. And I was like, I got to get off the phone. I almost got hit by a car. So she's like, so I'm going home. And she calls me back. I'm like, what? She's like, we got to go to the hospital. Why? She's looked up symptoms. If you get stung by something and your chest starts to hurt, that means your heart's shutting down. So so I get home and she's like, we get the kids in the car. We're in her van. Like she's doing like fucking NASCAR, like in and out of these cars, getting to the hospital and shit. I'm like, your gravy train's about to be gone. You know, she's like, hurting her ass up, dude. Don't let that pass. Don't let that pass. You don't die on me. Yeah. And so I was like, man, that fucking that Benadryl really is kicking in. I can't see shit. Like it's going blurry and shit. It could be like the way she's driving, could be the Benadryl, could be my heart shutting down. She's like, it's not the Benadryl, dumbass. It wouldn't have kicked in that quick. And it's like driving. So we get in there. My temperature from that is so low that like none of the thermometers are working or anything. So we're like, that's weird. my temperature was like 95 or 96, something crazy. And so eventually they get me back, stick me with the EpiPen, have to wait like 4 or 5 hours after that to make sure the reaction doesn't come back. I'm all hyped up, like I'm like fucking red, like beet red and shit. Have her take the kids home to like, they stayed with the neighbor for the rest of the time, so they didn't have to sit at the hospital. I slept the rest of the night. Then we had to go on an odyssey to find a fucking EpiPen in case shit flared back up, but we had to go to like a 24-hour pharmacy. So, yeah, that's me. So apparently I almost died. I think it was yellow jacket. I might go to like a allergist or something.
But when I was probably 6 years old. My dad and I went camping. I took the hatchet and I started chopping wood and I started screaming, and he thought I'd cut myself. And I stuck my foot into a yellow jacket nest, and I had like 50 of them all over me, just stinging my ass everywhere. He did die. This is Halloween. We brought him back.
I'm a zombie. No, Kelsey, like the next day, she's like, yeah, you almost fucking died. I was like, bitch, I'm a bad motherfucker. I ain't going out like that. And like talking all tough, but yeah, I probably almost died.
Nice.
Been there. Not for that.
Randy's got a cool question.
I'm glad you didn't die, Brad.
Yeah, it show's done anyway. I just would have missed this last one.
This is a good question.
So, over the last 4 years, what are the strangest or funniest questions?
I wish I had fucking written it down. I have no idea. Do you have any idea, Mike?
I can't remember them. Do you remember any of them, Craig?
No, I wish I did, to be honest, because there's just some like day one stuff that comes through, which is fine. But the funniest ones are the people that are your agency, please. What the fuck are you talking? What's that mean? Grow. Like shit like that. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't think of anything. We got 3 minutes to ask some fucking questions.
If we knew the answer.
What was that?
That would have been a great question if we knew the answer.
Dude, so when I'm putting the spot like that, I forget a lot of the fun stuff.
I had to look at all this shit out.
You're like, you fucker. There was this, there was this, there was this.
I'll post it in the comments if I remember, but I won't. I'm high as shit most of these shows, so.
Let's be honest. The episode when Mike showed all
I'm
of
looking for a gun right now.
That could have been numerous. That was during during pandemic?
Yeah. I think Corey actually, there's a great shot of Corey with the pistol just right up to the freaking camera like that.
It's like a fucking G-Unit album cover.
Like some Alabama SEO show.
Nah, it's fucking straight up Idaho.
Dude, I swear I had my 45 right here. Now I just don't know where I put it.
Your wife probably took it.
I don't blame her.
It's going to fucking shoot you with it.
That's what they shoot bears with, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to carry? If you're
the smallest thing you'd want to carry for a fucking bear, dude. I wouldn't want to shoot a bear with it.
I'd wrestle one.
Dude, have you seen that big Russian dude that has the bear that he works out with?
I've seen Khabib wrestle a bear, but
this guy like he's like giant, but he does push-ups and the bear's mouth is on his head, dude, the whole time like this.
Nice. I do push-ups and Kelsey's mouth is on my head. I started doing more push-ups. I had to pee in the hospital, but they had one of those
nipple clamps.
All the clamps, yeah, more than I usually use. I've only got 2 nipples, but they acted like I was a dog. So I took it off because there was no it wouldn't come. I had to pee, and so I took a picture of myself so I knew which colors went where. But so after seeing that picture, I'm like, man, I'm too out of shape. I got to start doing push-ups again. So
the one question I never want to hear again when it comes to SEO is, dear sir.
Yeah, anything that starts with
would
dear
you
sir.
like GMB reviews?
Good way to get your shit.
Dear sir, would you like JJP that one?
Or you know what one I really fucking hate?
What?
One podcast they go, so what do you think about SEO for 2024? And they've done that shit for years. You're just
where do you think SEO is going?
Yeah, you're just like, what the fuck you want me to see here? I don't fucking know the answer.
It really hasn't fucking changed. Just tell them that.
Yeah.
It hasn't. Get your content.
I hate the one about what's going to happen in the future of SEO.
Yeah, that's what I hate. You're just like,
Yeah.
it's the laziest, shittiest question.
What's going to happen to the market tomorrow? It's either going to be up, down, or sideways.
Be good if we could predict it.
My ass wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Do I think SEO has a future, Maeve? Shush.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm going to get into direct mail. So
fax campaigns. But have you ever done a fax campaign?
No.
I have.
I have not.
Like literally, it's so funny, dude. For certain markets,
I bet it would work. Yeah.
Well, like if you think about like auto shops where everyone's greasy and dirty, yeah, it actually did work. But this
I hacked your computers, Venmo me. Well, they wouldn't have Venmo.
Yeah.
But that's the grimiest one I've ever been in. Was the one with Tim. The computer repair one.
Yeah, that was
the dirtiest one. Because all he wanted to do was do those. Your computer's been infected by malware.
Oh yeah, dude. What's funny is like someone will come to me and like they're like, I got a virus. I'm like, nah, bro. You got a lander. Someone's trying to market to you.
So you're close it and all the ones that it's bringing up. Yeah. But I did. I was like, I'll run it with you, but I'll do it my way. So I did like IT repair or computer repair in whatever. Or malware removal in city state, and he was getting leads. So,
people are throwing all sorts here. Other than white boots, what's your favorite industry?
Porn.
SEO.
And what niche would you never work with again?
Financial advisors. Because it is so fucking restricted, and you don't need to be that intelligent to be a financial advisor.
Adult. I wouldn't do adult again.
Yeah, I've never done adult. So. But yeah, financial advisor was rough. You can't even build citations because you can't post anywhere that allows your review. I'm like, how are you going to have a GMB? They're like, I don't know.
Yeah. I like this, what Justin Weeks said.
Yeah. Email campaign to join the fax list.
JP's, yeah, exactly. No, bro.
What's old is new again.
Yeah, that would be good, Flavia. But on that note, we don't want to hold Brad hostage for any longer. The cuffs are now off for Brad.
The cage.
His non-compete just ended with Craig.
What did?
Your non-compete on YouTube with Craig.
Yeah, I'm not going to do any kind of YouTube. I was even talking to Kelsey.
Look for Bradley Maybury. He's going to show you how to run an AI agency.
7 figures.
Good luck in jail, Brad. You weren't supposed to tell anyone, dude.
Yeah.
It's only bedtime.
I'll see everyone in a few years. Yeah.
Only bedtime.
Can people still reach out, Brad, or you?
Go for it. If you have my Skype, ping me there. If you don't.
Will you send me your Skype?
Yeah, I'll ping you. I should be in your favorites.
You are in my favorites, baby.
That's fine. I'll have plenty of time to practice in jail. So,
how does Dad White get a hold of you now, Brad?
You're not on Skype.
Get him on Skype. You'll give the address.
Yeah, we can do a video call.
And guys, for watching, we will be back in a few weeks with something without Brad.
Someone special.
But we will keep you posted, so please watch out for that. But I'm in Chiang Mai next week, so I'm not going to make this show or the one with Chris Palmer, so have a week off. But we will be back after that.
Get a picture of that tattoo.
Yeah, I'll get that.
OnlyFans, Fansly, I'll send you my link tree, mate.
But make sure you check out 38 Digital Market as well. The link is below and above there for the last time as Brad kindly models it. And we'll catch you guys again soon. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Later.